I think AI will be as much of a game changer as the internet was. The thing that I read that scares me the most is, if I'm a young writer now, today, I'm leaning heavily on tools and templates. You know what else I'm doing? Circling back to AI, I'm using AI to generate outlines. I'm using AI to generate beat sheets. I'm using AI to check whether my story structure is sound. And I'm not threatened by this. I'm not afraid that AI is going to put me out of work. Well, maybe I am, but at least I recognize that AI is definably three things: a tool, a partner, a competitor. It's not always all those things, but we can count on it being one or another of those things pretty much all the time.
And it's not totally accurate yet. It's still in its infancy.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's going interesting places.
It sure is.
It has solved a big problem in my art, because all of my work is digital. I don't draw by hand. And so the question is always in my mind, where does the base image come from? And I'm very, I'm careful about what I take. I'm careful about how I create my images. I don't want to borrow pieces that look like borrowed pieces. But I can say to the AI, give me a collection of stick figures in blue and green, and it'll create an image that I've never seen before and never imagined. I might not want that image, but I might see it as the start of something interesting. And then it's where my piece begins. It's not stolen from anybody, because it was generated according to some words that I made up. So the genesis of the idea is the words I made up, the words I put into the search prompt. What comes out of that, if it's true AI, is something that will never have existed in any form before, not just a scraped image. The problem with AI right now is that it's borrowing too liberally from what's out there and passing it off as original content. That's not what it is, and that's copyright violation. That's a lot of problems. But true AI will respond to a sophisticated set of search terms. Tell me a story about an astronaut stranded on the moon whose wife is running the mission from Mission Control on Houston. And AI will give me story beats that are very conventional according to its understanding of what it means to be stranded and what it means to be separated from spouse. But it's going to give me a pretty solid platform for a story that I just thought up in the moment. That's an example of using it as a partner and a tool. On the other hand, if my producer can get the script without bothering to engage me because AI is doing that good a job, then it's a competitor. This is me in my tranquility and my objectivity saying, hey, everybody, it's not a good thing, not a bad thing. It's just a thing that's happening. And if you want to have a good relationship with AI, whatever it becomes, or anything you can think of for that matter, don't apprehend it as a threat. Don't apprehend it as an opportunity. Just apprehend it as exactly what it is. Experience it without laying your own judgments on top of it.
Interesting. Nanotechnology was thought of in the same way. It was something to be feared and something to be embraced. The Y2K bug, we thought it was going to end everything. People took precautions. They got ahead of it. Some of it worked, some of it didn't.
I think AI will be as much of a game changer as the internet was. The thing that I read that scares me the most is, we are currently capable of building, with AI, we're capable of building network platforms, global network platforms like Google, Yahoo, any global platform you can think of, that are so complex and sophisticated that we can't control them. Only AI can control them.
Yeah.
Not a good thing, it's not a bad thing, it's just something that's coming. Let's find out.
Sure. Or the bad actor that created it.
Well, and bad actors have used the internet, and my career has prospered because of the internet. So
right. So the good and the bad, the yin and the yang.
It has no intrinsic value in and of itself. It's only how we use it. And we can say that that's true for writing comedy as well. As I mentioned earlier, comedy can lift up or it can break down. It's up to you to decide how you want to use it, be a lifter upper or a knocker downer. Either choice is fine. It's a choice you get to make. All of creative enterprise is making choices. Anything you can think of, writing a joke, telling a story, painting a picture, writing a song, dancing a dance, it's all choice. Everything boils down to, I choose to make it blue instead of green, or red instead of yellow, or use the word what instead of why. And when you understand that creativity is just making choices, and you understand that those choices can be changed later, and that your job as a creator is just to make as many choices as you can, as thoughtfully and effectively as you can, then you're free. Then you're not afraid of bad outcomes, because you know, my job is just to make choices. Not even good choices, not even right choices, just choices. So that's where I live. I live in choice.